Okay, hi. Thanks for coming to December team call. Um, I felt like it was a good time to do team calls again because the builders on this team are now leaders on the team. And within those, teams, we don't get to see everyone and we don't get to meet each other. So I wanted everyone to feel connected to this team, and connect with each other. And you don't have to just talk to your mentor or your cross lines. You can talk to the cross lines of your mentor and everyone else on this team. Find someone who you relate to or you want to connect with or want to work together, hear each other's stories, see how each other does their business, and use each other to motivate and inspire. Okay. Um, so welcome again to Go Drop Society's December team call. Okay, so celebrations. I'm always going to start with celebrations. We are a gold team.
Congrats, Ash.
Yay! Thank you. But it's not just me; it's our whole team. So we're a gold team. We get a gold account manager. I already have a silver account manager. They are awesome. So for those of you who want to be silver, that's a perk. Getting an account manager. I call them all the time. And I'm just like, okay, I have this question, and they help you strategize. They help explain commission, and I explain to them about each builder and what to do with them, and they give me really good advice. And then they help me figure out how to do placement forms. And then they also expedite my placements that I want to get done really quickly. So that's a goal. If you do want to get silver, you'll get a account manager. And then with each rank, you get a new account manager team. It's a team. But yeah, we're gold and it's awesome. Thank you guys. Like it's not just me, it's our entire team that gets to gold. With everyone's effort, that's the only way we get to higher ranks. Okay. The premiers on this team, we have new premiers, but I wanted to make sure I acknowledged all of our team members. New premiers this month are Naomi and Giselle. And then Aiko, yay! And then Aiko is already a premier, and she's solidified premier. And then for Elite, Charity and Kamanu hit Elite last month, October.
Yay!
And then this month, Courtney and Natalie hit Executive. So congratulations to everybody.
Congratulations.
Yay! So these are the ladies who are builders on this team. So, different legs can hit ranks, but they aren't really at that rank unless they are building on the team, if that makes sense. So yeah, these are the builders. So congratulations, and we're super happy and excited to have all of these women on this team. So I wanted to kind of go around, if everyone can just say their name. Who are you? Where are you from? A little bit about yourself. Maybe you can say if you're a mom and how many kids you have and how many times a day you change your shirt from throw up or spit up. And then what is your essential oil story for the month? If anything happens that you're just amazed that this oil worked for this. If you've tried a new product, how did you like it? Or if you have a favorite product this month. We can start with Naomi. You're the first on my screen.
Okay. Hi, my name's Naomi. I have 3 kids that are under age 5, and one of them is a baby who's 7 months old. So my days are stressful and busy, and the only reason I can even be here without a child crying right now is because my husband has them, and that's a rare thing. He works a lot. So if you are a mommy who is alone with your kids a lot, I feel you. And this helps to feel like there's something that I can do from home. That's why I really like this business. And that's why I got into oils too, because of the stress level and the amount of pain that comes with pregnancy and birth and after birth, and the amount of emotions that follow when you have so many children. So I actually have a cut right here, and I've been using Frank on it just in the last couple weeks. I started with Maluka. I always usually use Maluka first for everything because it's so gentle. So I just put them on. But the reason why Maluka usually is my first go-to is because it is cheaper It's the most gentle one. It cleans everything. It's anti-germs, but it's super easy on the kids, so it's okay if it gets on them. It's not something too strong. But I don't usually use Frank unless I'm trying to like accelerate the healing process, or if I want to also get like the smell that kind of calms you down, because Frank is more expensive. So I don't usually try to use that first. I try to use other things first that are cheaper, easier to buy, right? But in this case, because I couldn't get this thing to heal as fast, I started using Frank. Within a day, it's already like almost completely gone. It was like an open wound for a little bit with some of the other ones, Melaleuca and lavender, and so Frank kind of just healed it up in like a day and a half, which is pretty incredible. So if you just keep putting on a drop on your finger and then a drop straight onto a wound, I usually do it like every time I remember. I try to put oils where I will see them. So I have them in the bathroom. I have like rollers right next to my bed. I leave, like if there's one that I'm using all day, I'll leave it in my jean pocket. I try to have diffusers in rooms where I'm going to be smelling it the most, like right by where I'm cooking, or right by where I'm going to be breastfeeding, or right where like the kids are going to be playing, things like that. So I try to put oils and diffusers and things around where I'll see it so that I use it more, and that tends to help me to implement it. And then I notice an actual difference. I actually see it work when I use it, right? Okay. That's me.
Awesome. Thanks, Naomi. Next is Giselle. You're in the car, but can you talk? Can you share? Okay.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Giselle. I'm based out in San Francisco. My favorite, my old story, actually, I got my hair done. It's funny, I was telling Holland we're done by hairstyle, and she asked me what shampoo I use. And I was just like, well, actually, I just switched to the shampoo because she knows I do essential oils. And I said, actually, it's doTERRA essential oils. I was like, why? And she's like, actually, I thought it was really expensive brand because your hair looks really good. And I was like, oh, thanks. It's actually doTERRA essential oils. And I got more confident about it, which is so that's my funny story from 2 days ago. And the product I really love this month that I tried 2 weeks ago is the skincare. So I'm really excited. They revamped all the skincare, and I started using the two-step facial reveal system. And so I'm really excited about that. I told my mom about it. She's really stoked to try it out as well. So that's the product of the month that I'm excited about.
Cool. Thank you for sharing, Giselle. Okay, Aiko.
Hi, I'm Aiko. Feeling a little under the weather, so that's my go-to this month and this week. November was, well, now it's December, but November was crazy for me. My son just turned 1. It was my busy season at work, so I did overtime a lot. My husband was working a lot, so didn't have much time for myself and to take care of myself, even for the business. I have to admit, Ashley knows, been so out of touch, but I have an awesome team that was able to carry me through, help me, and I was able to hit premiere again. So that's my little backstory of how this business is so amazing and how it works if you have a great team behind you, a great mentor like Ashley. So thank you all. But going back to the On Guard and the immunity, everything, it's been keeping me going. I just took an On Guard gel cap. I'm eating the On Guard throat drop. I diffuse On Guard and oregano in our house, all in the kitchen, and then in our bedroom and in my son's room. I've been rolling On Guard on both of us. I've been taking and turning in the gel caps, the On Guard, frankincense, lemon, melaleuca, oregano, those 5. So that's my favorite, and that's my only lame story this month. Sorry, guys. I've been just out of touch with the world, so that's me.
Okay, that was awesome. Fine, Aiko. Yeah, Aiko has been out of the business. I mean, you've been in the business, but you haven't really, she hasn't been doing her mentor calls, but she has solidified her rank with her builders, and her builders carried it through. And it's just awesome that, she he's an example of that. So we'll go more into Aiko's business story soon. I might as well just share my oil. My oil for the month, my name is Ashley. Hi. My oil for the month is my newborn baby. She's 6 weeks now. She had this, all of a sudden last week, she broke out in this like bumpy red rash all over her skin on her face. And I thought it was something that I was eating. So I kind of cut down on the dairy, cut down on the chocolate, and to see if I saw a difference. And I used Melaleuca lavender on her skin, diluted, of course. And anytime something happens, I use the basic top 10 oils because those are going to be the affordable ones and the basic ones that I tell everyone to get. So I might as well try those first. And Melaleuca lavender didn't seem to really help. So I had almost an empty bottle of Immortelle. Immortelle has frankincense, rose, really great skin oils. And I just filled the rest with fractionated coconut oil to really dilute it down. And I just started rolling that on her face and rubbing it in. And that, her rash, I could tell the difference within a day. And a few days gone by and it's gone now. So it's pretty amazing to have, you know, those tools at hand and to really not experiment, but, you know, you really use these oils that we invest in for our health and for our family. Like Naomi mentioned how she has oils all around the house. I also do too, everywhere. So whatever I need on the diaper changing area, whatever I need in the bathroom, whatever I need in the office, all my supplements on the kitchen counter, or I will forget to take it. I will forget to give my daughter her vitamins. So I suggest the same to everyone else. Yeah, hope that helps. And you're next.
Can you guys hear me? Oh my, I cannot hear you guys now. Oh, anyway, I'm Kamanu. I have Aiko is my upline, and this month has been pretty incredible with all the oils. I'm also recovering from being sick, and so I did the whole on guard and the drops and the beadlets because I still had to go to work. But usually I develop a fever when I get this sick, and when I get a fever, I cannot go to work. But I never got a fever, and I was still able to push through work and take these 2 days to rest and recover. The other one is lavender. I put it in my mascara. I saw it from Abundance Life, and I swear to God, guys, my eyelashes look just like the Roden and Field people. But it's just like one drop in your new mascara, and I'm like, hello. And then the last one, my uncle, I gave him frankincense for his son for his ADD, and he was really resistant at first because he already has ADD medication. And I told him, I was like, this is not the complete blend because I don't have those oils. I can't afford everything you would need, but this is the go-to oil, and it's the one I have because it's in the top 10. Try it, see what you think. And he called me. He was like, oh my God, he broke the glass bottle, but I love it, and you need to give me more. Anything for my son to help him focus. He was so well behaved. So they're super stoked on that.
Thanks, Kamanu. That was awesome. So yeah, great examples of what you can, how you can help others and really get your oils out there. Darlene.
Hi, everyone. I'm Darlene, and I have 2 daughters. They're 8 and 9 years old, and so speaking of which, they are going through some changes because my 9-year-old is actually turning 10 in February. So she's been having these mood swings. So I ordered cheer to see how it would work on her, and it actually made her feel much better. So I placed it under her feet and her wrist before going to school, and her mood started to get more upbeat and more positive. So I noticed a change, and I also use it on myself because I've been feeling really stressed out with work because I am also a realtor. So I have a lot of clients, and then I'm always like on the field. So I'm not getting enough sleep, and I just feel exhausted, and this has helped me a lot, cheer, and I love it. And also On Guard. I've been using it. It's always been my go-to. I have nieces and they've been getting sick, so I've been using On Guard on them, and I think it works. They actually love the smell of it too, and it makes them feel better. And yeah, that's the products that I love for this month. But I'm always gonna love On Guard, no matter what.
You love On Guard.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, Darlene's a new builder, so say hello to Darlene. Hi, Darlene.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, Leah.
Hi.
Hi.
It's kind of dark in here.
Yeah.
I am new as well.
Hi, Leah.
Pomai, which didn't go yet. She is my upline. And I don't know where to begin. I have 3 kids. All under the age of 5 also. Everybody's been sick. I guess I'll just share. The last 2 months, my middle son has been coughing. So I've been just using the diffuser with Breathe, and I think I put On Guard. I've been like experimenting, if you want to call it, just while they sleep. He did have to go on antibiotics, which I was very devastated because he was just having fevers, then no fevers and fevers, and I just didn't know what was going on. But now my husband ended up getting sick. So through all of this, I didn't get sick, knock on wood, but I've just been rolling on the bottom of my feet. And I think the On Guard, like everybody else is kind of saying, is like the go-to. I started using Motivate to just get me out of bed and just be like, hey, let's start our day at 6 o'clock in the morning. Hey. And I feel like it's gotten me more up and I can get stuff done. I don't have to be like, oh, I need my morning coffee type of attitude. And I think that's all. I can keep talking, but it's okay. Nice to meet you guys all.
Nice to meet you. It's my first time meeting you. Okay. Pomai? Is it Po'omai or Pomai? Is she there? Maybe we'll come back to her. Whose number is 436-5925? Is that anybody's builder? Okay, let me know. Janelle, you're next.
Hi.
Hi.
So what are we sharing? Sorry, I came in a little late.
It's okay. Hi. Hi, baby. Janelle and I both just had babies together. We're the same person. Janelle, we're just saying our name, a little bit about ourselves, and what product is your favorite this month, or a new product that you tried, and how and what you feel about it, and or a product that you, what was it? Like you tried and it worked or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hi, I'm Janelle. This is Eben, baby Eben. Yeah, so my new favorite ever since having a newborn is definitely Serenity for sleeping. I diffuse that every night with On Guard and sometimes Breathe, just to get our immunities up. And I think also for the daytime, I started to use Motivate. I roll it on my wrist and I just inhale it. It helps me definitely focus while I'm working and just definitely motivates me throughout the day to try and get as much as we can done. But yeah, those are my new favorites. Yeah.
Thank you, Janelle. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna get right into it. Since this is the first call or team meeting, I wanted to just kind of make sure that our leaders introduce themselves, including me. So I'll tell you guys my story. Hope you're excited as I am. This is, can you guys see my screen? Okay. Hi, this is me. So my name is Ashley. I'm married and I have 2 kids, 2 girls. My daughters Liv, she's turning 3 next week, and then I have a newborn baby. She's 6 weeks old. I started out with oils, not really wanting oils. So I wanted to make sure I shared that. And I was introduced to oils. My upline, who is Noelle, who is Ina Oils, she's Noelle, is one of my husband's friends' wives. And she would just make me little rollers, sprays, and just give them to me. And when I was pregnant with my first child, she gave me something for back pain. She gave me something for a massage, for a bubble bath. And I'm like, okay, I would use it, but I wouldn't really appreciate it or kind of be like, what is this? And I need to know more about it. That never happened for maybe a year. And then finally, when my job changed, I was in the same company, but when I went from a retail floor sales to corporate office, the girl next to me at the next desk would be diffusing oils the whole day, and would be inhaling peppermint and wild orange from her hands, cupped from her hands. And I'd just be like, what is that? What are you doing? You look weird. And she was just like, oh, it's my essential oils. I'm like, why are you doing that? What is it for? And she's just like, it energy, alertness, it brings you in a good mood. I'm like, okay. So I tried it and I was just amazed. I was like, whoa, that's awesome. Like the effect that I got from peppermint wild orange in that first inhale, I was kind of just like, okay, I need to know more about this. I attended a class. And then I reached out to Noelle, who was the first person who actually introduced me to oils. And I was just like, okay, I'm ready. And she was like, oh, okay, so we'll do this class and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. Show me what are the oils. Which ones do I need to get? I just want peppermint wild orange. And she kind of talked to me about, the best way to start is a wholesale membership with a kit and all that. And then, these are your wish list items. So you're going to want to set up your LRP order. I'm just like, okay, so LRP, I'm gonna, it's gonna be a monthly order. I get benefits, I get, free products. Why not? So I signed up the whole shebang. I got the Family Essentials Enrollment Kit, the top 10 oils, and I was just like, okay, we'll just do that. It was the best deal. The wish list items that I wanted, I set up my LRP order for the next month, and I got free products each month. When my daughter got sick, my toddler, when she got sick, she was 2. And I was just like, I spent money on these oils, so why not try them instead of using Tylenol? And this was kind of like my breakthrough. It's like I invested in these oils, I'm going to try them. I called out sick from work, and I said, I need to try these oils on my daughter, so this is why I'm calling out sick. I was honest with them, and I just opened my book. I bought the Essential Life book. I opened the book, and I had the top 10 oils. What do I need to use for headaches? She had a fever, runny nose, and her cold in general. And I just started using all of them. Peppermint lavender for the fever, On Guard oregano frankincense on her feet. And it was amazing. Like to be able to break her fever within a few hours, to be able to see her feel better. Like, you can see it when you have a child. They can't really explain how they feel, right? But you can just see them be awake a little bit more alert. I could take her temperature, and it was just amazing. And ever since then, I was like, okay, what I really need to get into these oils. Like, these are natural solutions for my family. I did not need to use Tylenol. Like, this is awesome. So I just really started using it every day, everything I needed, everything that I could use oils for, I started using. So cleaning my house, oils on the daily, drinking lemon in my water, and I just became obsessed. I also became that irritating friend that had to talk about oils all the time. So I suggest not doing that. And I was just leading into the business. I did not start doing the business. I started as a customer who didn't even really want to know about essential oils. And it's been life-changing. And so, back to my day job, I had my dream job. I was a buyer at San Lorenzo Bikinis. I was the buyer. So I went to Miami Swim Week. I got to choose what bikinis, like shopping. I got to choose what bikinis, what colors, what styles, what brands go into each store. And it really was I thought at the time it was my dream job. But when I kind of like looked at what our expenses were and what the amount of money we made, I was like, I want to make more money. And I remember when I enrolled, the Noelle who I enrolled with, she told me, would you ever want to sell essential oils or do this as a business? And I was like, no, I don't want to do network marketing. I'm not a salesperson. And she's just like, yeah, you are. You do retail sales. I'm like, that's true, but I can't do, that's not for me. And she was like, you would be really good at it. You would be really good at it. And I was like, okay, no, that's okay. And so when I thought about how can I make more money, when I came to that point, how can I make more money? I remembered that she said that to me. So she planted a seed in my brain. And so I contacted her and I was like, I'm ready. And the amount of effort that I saw putting into this doTERRA business, which is my business, you know, this is mine. I'm not working for anybody else. The results that I saw with the amount of effort I was putting in, it weighed out what my dream job was, what I thought my dream job was. And the idea of being able to stay at home with my family was kind of amazing. And December last year was when I came to this realization. I started this business and I hit elite at the end of December with the Frank 200 PV promo, which is this month. It's every December. At the end of that month, during that month, I decided to quit my job. I decided to ask my husband if I could please be a stay-at-home mom. My job is stressing me out. I want to give doTERRA a chance. And at the end of that month, I hit elite and I started January off in this new business. So it's been amazing. And I just wanted to make sure that I let you guys know, you know, I'm not rich, so I didn't just like quit my job to just do this on the side. I wasn't just able to do this. You know, I really had to talk to my husband. I really had to believe in myself, and use my kids to push me to want to be home with them. So that's my story. That's all. So we're gonna move on to these other leaders in the business. Okay. These are the Go Drop Society leaders. So Naomi and Aiko, I put your picture up. Don't you love it? Hope you guys like these pictures that I chose for you. So what a Go Drop Society leader is someone on this team who has started to build their own teams and are mentoring their own builders. So thank you guys, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm excited for you in, you know, becoming the leader that you want to be. I'm going to ask both of you to share your story of how you got into oils and how you got into the business. Okay. Naomi's pictures first. So Naomi's first.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm breastfeeding right now, so I can't really move forward, but I totally did not think oils were going to work. I thought they were hippie, thought they were weird. I definitely thought Ash was a little irritating talking about oils on her Instagram, but I really liked her. And I was like, this girl is so cute. And I had met her and I'd already bought bikinis from her. And I also used to manage bikinis and sell and like buy bikinis. I used to work in bikinis also. So it's kind of funny because, and I modeled, I mean, I technically still do, but you know, in between babies, you don't get much modeling work when your body is your main sales point. So I was kind of frustrated with my health. It was my third pregnancy, and it was really exhausting, and I was really miserable. And it was really hard to keep up with the house and the two kids and working. And I actually quit everything this last pregnancy because I was just exhausted and miserable and so sore, and I was in so much pain. And I couldn't take anything, as you know, right? You can't really take anything medication-wise when you're pregnant, like you can if you're not. And so I was just kind of at that point where like our teeth were getting decay. I was in pain all the time. I was so tired. I was miserable. I was really like exhausted. I felt like we were just getting sick all the time, all of a sudden. And I felt like we weren't getting enough nutrition, and I just was fed up, and I was really at like this breaking point. And I started researching on my own, not even thinking that Ash was at that point going to try to sell me oils. And she happened to like not know we weren't close. Like we knew each other, but we weren't close. And she just happened to text or send me an Instagram message. She didn't even have my number. And she was like, hey, do you want to try some natural solutions? Can I send you some samples? And I was like, oh, I'm kind of a tea person. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like oils, but yeah, you can send them. And then she sent peppermint and a Serenity spray. And the sleepy spray was nice. It relaxed me. But I didn't, at the same time, I didn't tell her that I just bought a diffuser because I was so stressed out that I was just happened to be in the store one day and I was like, oh, this smells so good. I'm just going to buy this. I don't care. And I bought it, and I was trying the essential oils that came with it. And then when she sent me this packet, I could just tell the difference right away, that the quality was way better. And I could tell, especially pregnant, your senses are so strong, right? And I could just smell that like the one she sent was so strong, pure, and like I knew this was the good shit. I knew this was not anything cheap or mixed or it was like the difference was just absolutely phenomenal. And then I was already researching, right, about things I could do during my pregnancy, and with little kids that were all at the time, they were like, my daughter was barely 4. She was actually 3 at the time, and then my son was he was barely 2, and so I had to really be careful what I was giving them. And I kept seeing essential oils show up for all the things I was concerned about, and they were talking about how the brand of the essential oil really had a lot to do with how effective and how safe it would be for your children. And so the more research I did, the more I saw that doTERRA was like one of the top brands. And I'm like, isn't that what she sent me? I'm like, okay. And she happened to send me a catalog, and I looked at the catalog, and I did think it was kind of pricey, but I just said, well, fuck it. I'm going to try it because nothing else works. There's nothing else that's working. Nothing else is helping me. I've tried everything else. I was a 3rd-time mom. It's not like I didn't know what I was doing. I'd already had 2 kids. I'd already tried everything. And, there just comes a point where like your health starts to just become the most important thing, and you don't care how much you're going to pay for it, right? And I tried it, and I tried that kit, and I didn't think I was going to really find that good of a result, but it was the best thing. It was the only thing that helped. I had varicose veins in my vag while pregnant. There was nothing they could give me. And I told my doctor, I'm putting lavender straight in there, just so you know. And she was like, if it's doTERRA, that's fine. She was like, totally. And that was my OBGYN. So I was like, if my OBGYN says I can stick lavender, doTERRA in my vag, like, we're good. I'm going to buy this forever. And I did, and it worked. And it totally calmed it down. And by the time I gave birth, it had completely like calmed down. And I didn't have any rips. I didn't have any tears. I didn't have any bleeding. I didn't have any like problems that I thought I was going to have. And I was using it every day. Like every time I went to the bathroom, like every like couple hours, I was sticking on my hand straight lavender straight inside. And I was like, I'm crazy. Like I'm going to get like some weird disease, but it was the only thing that calmed it down. Okay. And the other thing is my stress level. I noticed definitely the stress level went down. And because I bought that kit, right, I had to like try everything because I had spent $100-something on it. And I was like, okay, now I have to try everything. And unfortunately, I had like stuck stuff on my husband that I didn't really read about. And poor thing, I'd stuck like oregano like straight on his face, and he didn't appreciate that. But so he was kind of anti-oils. He still is a little anti-oils. But things like the Deep Blue, things like, Breathe, I really noticed a huge difference in my son's coughing and their colds. And I definitely could tell right away that life got better. And so I just started buying every month to replace what I was using. And then I had a girlfriend who happened to just want to buy from me. And I just said to Ash, okay, this girl wants to buy from me. Now what do I do? And she told me to turn on my button. And she's like, well, you're already spending $100 every month anyway. And that's what it means. That's what you need to qualify for commission. So you might as well. And the day I gave birth, it just happened to be the first day that somebody had asked me to buy. And she bought an hour before I went into labor. And so after my labor, I had a whole bunch of friends that asked me what I was doing because I'd mentioned it in my blog. Girlfriends had asked me, you know, advice on their kids and what I'm using for their coughing and so forth. And so I actually started just having friends ask. And then I started telling friends because then I was obsessed. Just like Ash said, I became that annoying friend who was like, oh my God, you got to try this, you know? So yes, now of course I use it for everything. My husband still doesn't really believe it all the time, but like he doesn't even know I secretly put it on him when he sleeps. Okay, I'm done. That's my story.
Thanks, Naomi. All right. So the person in the picture on the right is Aiko. She's awesome, and she's going to share her story on how she did the business. Aiko, don't be scared. You're good.
What? I don't have a cool story like Naomi. I don't stick lavender in my badge. I just take On Guard oils. Like, what the hell? And that's the funny thing. Maybe I should start out with that is I'm the girl that doesn't have a life-changing story. Like, legit. I'm not the one like, holy crap, like I had this disease that was cured or whatever. I'm totally like a normal everyday user, and a lot of times I use it for smells. I still do, you know, even though they say it's more than just a smell. Like I like citrus oil, so I'll do it in the morning, but I know that it's uplifting my mood, but I like it because I like the smell. So I don't have any huge story, but yet I guess accidentally I fell into the business under Ashley. But how I started actually was my cousin had given me a diffuser with no-name oils. She didn't tell me how to use it, what they were for, besides the whole smell thing, right? It was a good smell. Or supposedly all of these oils were good smells. And to me, it wasn't. A lot of them didn't smell good, and that's all I was using it for were the smells. So that came and went real quick. I only used it maybe a week or so, and it just kind of sat there. And then I'm just that crazy Instagram girl that like follows random people. So Ashley knows this because I follow Ashley. She's cute, whatever. I was like, oh, she's so cool, whatever. Lives perfect life, buys bikinis and shit, and she has a good body, whatever. And then she started into oils. And then Psycho Me, right? I'm like, oh my God, what is this oil thing? It's so weird. But weirdly enough, I had a friend that I gave birth to my son. I would kind of grumble a lot about how he doesn't sleep because he never napped more than 30 minutes in his whole life. I was kind of frustrated. First time mom, wasn't really feeling the whole mom thing. And she told me, well, did you try oils for your son? I'm like, no, that's weird. Like, no, what? That came and went. She told me, I'm going to make you some roller blends. I was like, okay, yeah, sure. She's like, it works wonders for my son. So I was like, okay, well, sure. Whenever you got time, whatever. Literally weeks came and went. And then I'm seeing this girl, Ashley, right, posting all this stuff about oils. So then she has this, I'm talking about Ashley, our Grow Drop leader, right? So then she posts this event that she did at HMB, Hair Makeup Beauty. Hair Makeup Beauty? Is that what they're called? Yeah. Well, anyway, she did an event there and she had some leftover rollers to sell. So she was selling one for like energy, one for sleep, one for immunity. It was a basic roller. I forget. Came in a 4-set. And I just contacted her, I DM'd her, and I was like, I need that sleep one. She's like, okay, I can drop it off for you. And then she's like, are you sure you don't want others? And I'm like a huge sucker for like deals. And she's like, oh, it's 4 for whatever. I'm like, yeah, just give me the 4, whatever. So I bought it, and she literally dropped it off that night or the next day at the very latest. And to me, that was huge. I was like, wow, this girl is serious, right? But then I find out she only lives like freaking 2 minutes away. But still, that made a huge difference because the backstory on that was, remember my friend that told me about oils that kind of put it off for a couple weeks? I'll just let you guys know that she is also part of Isla Love. She's not, is she Ina Oils? Yeah, she is, yeah. But anyway, she's another leader. I won't mention her name, but that's the power of following up. Like, shoot, what the heck, right? Ashley dropped it off the same day, and this friend who's been telling me like, oh my God, Die Hard oils, it's gonna work for your son, just kind of put it off and never made, the effort to try to not sell me on oils, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm that weird Instagram girl, stalker girl that got into oils from another cute girl that I saw on Instagram. That's weird. But I'm still kind of I'm not skeptical. My husband is. He's not an oil guy. But like I said, I don't have that huge story, but I still use it, and a lot of it is because I know it works. Everyone has their huge story. Or look at all you guys, like everyone's moms or knows a mom, and you just want the best for your kids. You want natural solutions. You don't want to like dose them up on all these pharmaceuticals and all these crazy things that are going on, like that cause all these potentially birth defects and diseases down the road, whatever. So I just use it because I know it's a better choice for me and my family. So hopefully one day, well, I shouldn't say hopefully, because I don't want anything bad to happen, but that huge story will hit me and I'll be like, holy crap. But that's my weird story on how I got in by accident. Oh, actually, okay, the building side real quick. Sorry, rambling, but the building side came because Instagram posted stuff and a friend was like, I want to enroll. I was like, fuck, I don't know. Like, I'm so not into this business thing, right? Ashley kept on asking me. I was like, nope, not gonna do it. Literally like a month later, I switched over to Wellness Advocate and I screwed up Ashley's tree. So it's hard to guess where to do the placements and whatever, enrolling people, where to place them on your tree. But yeah, I kind of fell into the whole business side by accident. I'm crazy. And that's my story. That's it.
Thanks, guys. I feel a little embarrassed about how irritating I was, but the power of following up is good. I mean, look what we found. We found Aiko and Naomi and everyone else, and we're a team, and we love essential oils. So it's awesome. Thanks for sharing, you guys, and embarrassing me. Okay, so I just want to kind of go through what the December doTERRA promotions are. Earn a free, so the first one's frankincense. So you can earn a free 15 milliliter of frankincense by placing any single 200 PV order in December. Limit 4 per account per household. So this is every December. I also mentioned I hit my first rank of Elite last December. I started in October, the business in October, and I hit Elite in December. That was awesome, and this promotion helped a lot. So anyone who is looking to solidify their rank or up rank, really utilize this this promotion. The only reason why I want to go through these promotions is to make sure you guys understand them and what qualifies to get them. So this one is a 200 PV order, any 200 PV order. That includes any retail orders that are 200 PV, any wholesale membership orders, any enrollment orders. So as you're talking to your customers, they don't want to enroll, okay, do a retail order of 200 PV, you get a free frankincense. Frankincense is retail valued at $93, which is almost $100. Explain the benefits of frankincense. Frankincense is great for your cells, keeps your cells strong, and is great for your skin, and is the king of oils. Also, when in doubt, use frankincense. Like, frankincense is the oil. So let people know that, if they want to get a wholesale membership, cool. Enroll with a kit that's 225 PV, which is like 200 PV, like Home Essentials or higher. Or they can enroll and customize an order to hit 200 and get the free frankincense, or log into their wholesale account, one-time order, or LRP 200 PV order. Okay. December, 10% off. Every month there's a 10% off item product. This month is myrrh. You can get it from the retail store or wholesale. It is just 10% off, whether or not you're a member. The product of the month is a 5 milliliter Holiday Joy with a ornament. It's so cool. I got like a bunch of these last year. They're awesome. I would order them ASAP before the holidays are over. So try to, which is probably why they cut it off on the 15th. So get your customers to get on LRP, do their 125 PV order to get the free product, have their order be 200 PV, they get a free frankincense, and do their LRP order by the 5th, and they can enter in the Isla Love giveaway. So we all win. On a business side, the reason why you want to do all of these, the reason why doTERRA does this for us, the reason why Isla Love does the early bird giveaway is people are placing their LRP orders by the 5th. So by the 5th, you can see your overall volume. You can map out what rank you're going for, how you're going to hit that rank, and start to strategize, how am I going to make up the rest of the PV to total the OV of the rank that I want to hit, okay? And then what doTERRA does for us is the product of the month. As people place their orders, they're going to place their orders by the 15th. By the 15th, you can look at your overall volume again, and then strategize the rest of the month in order to hit your rank. So I really, really encourage you guys to take advantage of the promotions that are offered to you. And you don't have to spend, your own money on promotions and offering, enroll with me today, you get this for free. I do it sometimes, but only when in need, for sure. So I take advantage of the promotions as much as I can, and then I create my own when I really need it or when I want to support you guys. So last month I did a promotion. Whoever enrolled with a kit the last 2 days of the month gets to choose a citrus oil, lime, lemongrass, or wild orange. So anyone who had an enrollment, I'm going to make a list because I can see it in my back office, and I'll double check with you to make sure that I send the people that you enrolled that promotion. And the other promotion that I did was the Gold Drop Society spray and roller during Black Friday. So anyone who enrolled during Black Friday weekend with a kit, I'm going to send them one of those. So those are just extra promotions that I did to help really get you guys and all of us extra PV for the month, which was awesome. It was a record-breaking month. Also, what I want to celebrate, I should have celebrated that in the beginning, sorry. Celebration. This was the biggest month for our team. Our team has 260-something members. We had 43 is this right? 43 new enrollments, yeah. That's a high number. That's why I was second guessing myself. We enrolled as a team 43 new members to Gold Drop Society. I don't even know what Ina Oils did and Isla Love did. This is just me and below. So congratulations, you guys. BOGOs were amazing. So I hope you guys survived your first or your second BOGO and you're ready for the next one. Usually it's in like February. So be ready. And yeah. So again, take advantage of these promotions. Do you guys know your uplines? We have Ina Oils, which is Noelle. I mentioned her. She signed me up. She has an Instagram. And then we have Isla Love, who is Miley, and she's our Diamonds leader. She has an Instagram, Facebook page. Those of you who have people enrolled, make sure you add them on the Isla Love Facebook page if you haven't already. I do that every few months. I'll just start. I forget all the time. So last month I added all my new people. You want to add them to Isla Love's Facebook. And then if you have any builders, so all of your builders, have your mentor add you into the Isla Love Wellness Advocate shares and builders. Isla Love wholesale shares and builders, something like that. Get them to add them to that team. I think it's really important only because your customers and your builders get the support of other builders, strategizing with other builders. And then as far as the wholesale members Facebook for Isla Love, your customers are, on that feed. It's like, hey guys, what do you use for this? I want to share my story about what worked for my son with this. So it gives an added layer of support. So please make sure you guys use the Isla Love Facebook. And our uplines. Our uplines have events and classes and all that kind of thing. I wanted to go over the business basics. A lot of you are new builders, so I just kind of wanted to ask and make sure that you guys saw all of this because it is really helpful. And even me as a goal today, I still strongly believe that these are the foundation, the basic business things that I always go back and refer to, okay? Have you guys read the For Your Career book for women? Good job. I see a thumbs up. If you didn't, I have a copy that I can email you. It's a PDF format. So let me know, shoot me an email. I will email that to you. And then when you guys start finding builders, you want to qualify them. By qualifying them is, I usually send new builders this book and have them read it before we even have a meeting. Because in that book and in some of these guides, they're going to figure out, okay, maybe this business isn't for me. And then you won't have to meet with them and kind of, it'll cut one step. Okay, that it helps. And then another one, have you guys filled out the Live, Share, and Build guides? It's like a workbook. For you to build, you need to understand how to do the Live, go through the Live guide, because you're going to be promoting these items and how to use them and all that kind of thing. You want to know how to share, and then you want to know how to build. So all three of those for sure. And then definitely going through doTERRA University. If you haven't, that's on doTERRA.com. Go to advocates, I think, and then under that is doTERRA University. There's a section on living, sharing, and building. So those are super important. Have you looked at the website www.source2u.com? That website explains where the oils are from, how it's tested. You can even type in your batch number and get the results on that. That's important, and your customers might ask you for that, or you might want to share that with your customers. And then, have you guys done the launch guide, the launch workbooks? Again, to this day, I use a launch book. I look at the scripts. At the end, it's like, what is it called? There's like a few steps, and there's a few scripted lines of, if I were you, I would. And the other one is there anything we haven't discussed that is affecting your decision? Those scripts I'd still use as I enroll. And just a note on enrolling, when you even get to like a higher rank and you have builders, I am still enrolling. I still aim to be the top enroller on this team. So I hope that keeps you guys motivated, and you guys, aim to be the top enrollers on your, as you start building your teams as well. It's really good because it keeps you fresh. It keeps you, it shows a good example to your team that you are enrolling people too. You're not just letting your builders enroll people. So I hope that's, kind of motivating. And you get fast start bonuses. So keep enrolling. And then where are you guys on your personal development book list? If you do not have the Isla Love it's called Personal Development Reading by Rank book list, please ask me because I will send it to you. It has books by rank. So if you're going for elite rank, there's a whole bunch, there's 5 books that you definitely want to read and get through. I didn't know that this business was about personal development, but it definitely is. And I know a lot of you have figured that out. When you hit a wall, or when you don't know what to do, or when you need to find clarity, you always want to turn to your personal development. Okay. I hope you guys have gone through the Pre-Elite Plus program. If you haven't, ask your mentor to explain what it is to you, and hopefully you'll get started on it, and then try to get your teams on it. I've trained to do the business without the Pre-Elite program, and I wish I started with the Pre-Elite program. I actually went through the Pre-Elite program when I was already a silver, so I suggest starting with this program. It really gives the rest of the business basic. There are other programs that you guys can invest in and take. I haven't taken any yet, except for the Top Rankin program that's going on right now with our leaders, my uplines. It's been awesome. They have invested in big programs, like $800 programs on how to be a leader, how to do network marketing on purpose. If that's something that you guys are interested in, definitely let me know, and I can connect you to my uplines who have done those programs. Okay. New enrollment kits are here. Have you guys seen these yet? And then if you're new, you definitely haven't seen the old ones, and you are lucky that you got the new ones. These are new packages. So those pretty boxes those are new, but they're also recycled material and eco-friendly, and they ship in the box in the enrollment kit box now, so that's pretty awesome. And then what's even better is it comes with this book, the doTERRA Essential Oils. This book, has anyone enrolled and got this book, or are we all late? Are we all enrolled early? Darlene, you got this book? Oh, okay. This book is kind of, it does us a favor as builders, because it goes through the products. It goes through how to use the products. It shows a 30-day cleanse. It explains what essential oils are, how it's sourced, the Healing Hands Foundation. So just know that your customers, when they enroll, they're now getting new packaging with a book that should be super helpful and useful to us. Okay. Do you guys know how to qualify for commission? Yeah? Okay. You need to place a 100 PV LRP order each month, a 100 PV in full. You can always make extra orders, but you have to do a 100 PV order in full, and keep 100 PV LRP in your cart at all times. Say you place a 60 PV order, make sure you go back and you adjust your cart and you add more items into that cart. Otherwise, commissions will not pay you out. Aiko has learned that. Aiko, her first, I think one of your first kit was a Natural Solutions kit. And she did not have 100 PV LRP in her cart. And she did not get a paycheck. So she learned the hard way. doTERRA, luckily, doTERRA is so awesome and they're so nice. She called them, she explained to them, they gave her a paycheck. So that was good. But, you know, we learned the hard way. So keep 100 PV in your cart at all times, you guys. Naomi's going to go over how to make commission.
Hello. I'm sorry. I'm listening and I'm here, but my baby is like in and out of sleep.
Okay. I have my baby on my boob.
But okay, so the commission, that was not something that was easy to understand for me. And what helps is being able to see somebody's tree. I don't know if you have seen your back end or looked at anyone else's, but basically with Unilevel, you want to have people kind of be pushed further down your tree, and I'll explain that in a second. So when you sign somebody up, right, or somebody enrolls under you, the first 2 months you make 20% off of anything that they buy if they are a wholesale or an advocate member. Ooh, sorry, she's about to roll off the bed. So the thing that is hard is of course 20% is a lot, right, in the beginning, but it's only for the first couple months, and that's usually about how long it takes for somebody to start to get into it, because they don't really know what they're doing right away, right, unless they already love it and they already know what they're doing. That's when it starts to drop after that 2 months. That's when you actually will make only 2% if they are right under you. And what I mean by right under you is that first line. If you look at your tree in your back office, you can go to the team section and look at the graphics tree, or the tree section, and you'll actually see yourself. And then under you will be a bunch of little heads, okay? And if they are, oops, let's not eat that. If they are purple, that means that they are an advocate. If they are green, that means they're just a regular wholesale customer. But you can actually see how much they are ordering every month. And that really helps you to kind of see who you want to move where, okay? And it's hard to predict. It's hard to predict who is going to be buying more, and why does that matter? Why does it matter? Because you can actually make more money in the long run by understanding how to place them in your tree, okay? So once they go past that 2 month time period, and they are now only at a 2% level. If they are just a wellness, that means that they do not have any intention to sell, then they're going to stay stuck right under you. Unless you have a purple, unless you have somebody who is a builder or an advocate, then you can actually move people under them. And how do you do that? You're going to go to the section in your back office, same thing with the team, and you're going to look at the sponsor changes. When somebody signs up with you, you have 14 days to move them, which is hard to remember. It's a lot to remember. It's a lot to keep track of. Those first 14 days, you don't really know what kind of person they are and how much they're going to get into oil. So it's kind of hard to predict, but that's where you really want to pay attention and talk a lot, or try to see what they've already ordered so that you can kind of see, like, are they ordering just to try it, or are they actually ordering because they really feel and understand the product, okay? If they are an advocate and they go purple, you can move people under them. You still get all the commission. You still get that 20% initially, but you also will get a further percentage once they get past that 2 months of the 20%. You can move them further down the tree to get 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7%. Okay, the further they are down your tree. It doesn't sound like a lot, but if you have 4 or 5 people at 2%, or you have 4 or 5 people at 3%, or you have 3 people at 4%, 5%, 6%, and you add that all up, that's what's making you that extra like $130, right? Or even if it's $13, that's still giving you $13 back on that 100 PV that you spend every month. Okay, so that's level. All right. Now the commission itself, of course, you've probably noticed that paycheck is a really good paycheck, right? The smallest kid is like a 150 cost. That 100 PV, you're getting 20% of 100. Okay, so that's a pretty good deal right away. But the other way that you can make money is the fast start, and I didn't understand that, and I don't feel like that is something that you can really control right away either, because fast start bonus, that power of 3, you might notice that little power of 3 notification in the back office too. That is, if you have 3 people right under you on your first line, if they are all buying 100 PV on loyalty, you make an automatic $50. Okay, so sometimes I might not be making a lot altogether, but if those top 3 people all buy 100 a month, I'll make a $50 for that month. So I'm already getting half back of what I'm supposed to spend to make commission. Does that make sense? Okay, so it doesn't happen for me every month, and it's it's kind of hard to predict. You can't really figure out who's going to do what, but sometimes you can kind of see, like, this person really wants oils. They really understand this. Or this person, has already mentioned that they want to be an advocate. So if they want to be an advocate and they want to sell, then they probably are going to be buying 100 PV every month. So that's somebody that you can kind of count on to put in that 3 spot for that bonus. Okay. Now you get even a further bonus if those 3 people all have 3 people buying 100 on loyalty. Okay, and it has to be on loyalty. The reason it has to be on loyalty is because you're trying to get a commitment going. This is the whole idea of the business, is that when you have a committed group of individuals that are regular, you can actually count on an income, you can actually predict an income, you can actually make a living, right? Okay, so again, if those people have 3 people under them that all buy 100 on loyalty, then you get an additional 50. So I think it's like 150 you can actually get as a bonus, right? Is that correct? Okay. And so I've actually not had that consistency yet, but some months I will get a random extra $50 or $100. Some months I don't. Okay. But it's just nice to know that that's there, and that's something that you can actually explain to people that are kind of on the edge about getting into the business. Maybe they feel like it's really expensive, and you can explain to them that there's many ways to make money. It's this fast start bonus. It's the fact that you get 20% right away. It's also the fact that you can help them to make this unilevel commission, and that's something that Ashley is really good at. So she actually will put people under me and Aiko to help us to have further depth in our tree. So instead of everyone stuck in our first 2 levels, she would put a builder or somebody who says they want to build, or maybe they don't really want to build. She'll put them under us just so we can move more people under them. And instead of making 2%, we're now making 4% on what they buy. Okay, so she's really great at doing that. Or that's how you qualify people for ranking. Okay, so let's say that you do start to make a lot of your tree deeper, and you start to get a lot of enrollments. And now you're trying to figure out, how do I get more money overall? Well, you want them to rank. And how can they rank? You need to have your builders being able to have an overall volume of a certain amount every month. And in order for them to have an overall volume, sometimes you can help them by people that you enroll, you can put them under your builders instead of just under your own tree for your own purpose. And I was worried, so if I put them under somebody else, does that mean I don't make commission? But no, that's not true. Whoever enrolls will always make that initial 20% commission. But after that 2-month period, it automatically drops down to just the unit level. So once that 2-month period is done, the unit level is kind of all that matters. And so you don't really lose anything if you were to put somebody that you enroll under a builder. You actually gain because you're putting them further in your tree. So you're actually giving yourself a higher commission every month, and you're giving them commission. And you're also getting more volume for them while allowing them to possibly rank, which helps you. Does that make sense? Yes? Okay.
Awesome, Naomi. Thank you. I knew you were the person to help explain something. You're so good at that. Okay. Okay, Aiko. You're going to explain LRP. Woohoo!
I mean, damn, she's so good. I mean, that made a lot of sense for me too, even though I understand it. You know, the 3 types of commissions. Like, Naomi makes it so easy. You should do a YouTube. Like, I'm not even joking. Because I, like, Google shit all the time. And I'll Google, like, rank placements and stuff like that. And I'll watch YouTube. You should totally do it. That was amazing. Promise. Not
Naomi,
nice.
Thanks. Naomi's going to do it.
Yeah, do it.
We'll
I'll
add it to
subscribe.
the library, and we'll just keep sharing it with our team.
Yeah. No, that was so good. Okay, so LRP, I mean, the Loyalty Rewards Program, obviously, everyone knows about it. I'm hoping that's a builder. You know, we tell people that it's the smartest way to buy, you know, that you'll get the most out of your membership by seeing on this Loyalty Rewards Program because you'll get points back and whatnot. I kind of skip it sometimes just because I don't give them the option to buy another way, only because I made the mistake and did that standard order. So I'll kind of just use myself an example. Like when people enroll and try to order for the first time, I'm like, don't even click that one-time order because it won't benefit you at all. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? And if they're scared about the whole thing about staying on and I don't know if I want to order next month, that's fine. You can cancel. But remember, you're going to not benefit because you're going to lose your points, whatnot, right? Because you get 100% back on shipping. No other company does that. Nobody tells you, oh, you got to pay $7 shipping, but I'll give you back that in points, you know? So that's super bonus. That's a selling point in itself. I don't know why people wouldn't enroll in LRP. It confuses people at first why it's like a recurring order, but I tell them, don't worry, you know, until it's 8 p.m. on the time that you set your date, you can change it to whatever you want. You can cancel, like I said, but it doesn't make sense. Use your points first, accumulate points. The longer you're on the program, every 3 months you go up 5%. So you start 10% back for all the points based on the PV that you order. You get that percentage back in points that you can use for free product. So yeah, it goes up 5% until you hit that 30% cap. So other than that, 1 point per month keeps you in the program, keeps you active. So your points don't expire until like 12 months rolls around. And if you didn't use any points, then they expire. 50 PV, that's when you increase in your percentage. And for all of us, like I know for commissions, Naomi mentioned 100 PV is where you can get your commissions. But again, for my people and whatnot, it doesn't make sense. You might as well spend the extra 25 to get the monthly product, the free product of the month. You can only get that being on LRP. So do that 125. And it makes sense to do those. I think it's quarterly, right? The 200 PV promo, like how we have the frankincense. That's not the only way to get it, obviously, because you can enroll and you can do a retail, but just extra bonuses on how to get points and whatnot. Another trick that I learned as far as using your points. The first time I ordered, I just used points and paid the $3, $6, whatever. I didn't realize that the closer I get to, because it's all the way up to 199 points, I think it costs $3. And then 200 to 399 or whatever. Oh no, on a 200 to 299, right? Is another $3. So for every, is that right? Am I saying it right? It's 100, so 199. 1 point to 199. No, to 99? No, it's not 100, right? It's 100? What the heck am I talking about? Okay, so for every 100 PV, you get charged a $3 processing fee. So I get it as close to the 100 mark as I can. So it's kind of like a game. I'm always adding products to get to like 99.5 or 199.5 to, I guess, utilize the most of my processing fee. So it's $3 or $6 or whatnot. And make sure that, for your people, because I had a couple of people that canceled their LRP, that they're using their points before they cancel, because you lose it. I mean, customer service they're awesome, and they'll tell you, like, are you sure? Because you're going to lose your points and whatnot. But that's why I'm always checking my back office to see where people are at, if they're on LRP, if they drop below 50 even. Always checking with them, seeing if I can help them out, whatnot. It's just kind of making the most out of your account. So, is there anything else? Yeah, Naomi.
I just wanted to mention that people often are really confused about how to use points. So I always have to explain to them, and I often have to show them my screen. I actually have to do Zoom with them, or I have to do a snapshot of my template, because they can't figure out how the points work. The points will show up in their account when they're about to check out. You're going to see the points on the top of the screen, but it doesn't show up for 60 days from initiation. So of the first time that you actually set up your loyalty, or the first time that you order, it takes 60 days, correct, Ashley? Right? It takes 60 days before the points come. Isn't that right?
I haven't even dealt with that before.
Oh, really? Okay, because I had a few people that asked about it. Like, they were looking for their points and it wasn't there. And it took 2 months for it to actually show up before they could use it. Okay, so even though they're accumulating it anytime that they are ordering on loyalty, but it wasn't actually showing up for 2 months. Okay, so that is a big deal, because a lot of people kind of thought like, oh no, this is a scam. It's sketchy. What's going on? Like, where did it go? And then in order to cash it in, you actually have to go to the Dropbox, the little drop-down tab next to whatever item in that line, right? So you have that line, like, I want to order the On Guard concentrate. How do I use my points to pay for that? And a lot of people got confused that, like, oh, it says PV 10, so I'm only using 10 of my PV. No, you're actually purchasing the entire dollar amount with your PV. So your PV is going to act as cash for that cash amount. And you're going to press that drop-down tab, and you're going to choose how many of those items do you want to use your points for, okay? I think a lot of people asked me that question, so I just want to make sure that was clear.
You, when you started enrolling people, it was that time where they got 100 free points, yeah? That's why you figured.
I had 9 people that enrolled where it was a deal that you had 50 credits that would show up in your account, but it wasn't showing up right away, and it was because it took 60 days to use it.
Okay, well, good to know.
Yeah. And then the other thing too is that you can't use your points for anything that is like a special promotion. Okay, so any of like the things that are one-time deals, like a lot of the holiday stuff, or limited edition, or the while supplies last, a lot of those things, some of them you cannot use your points for, some of them you can, but not all of them do coincide. So you just don't want to give false hope to everybody but what they can use their points for. Yeah.
Okay. And same with LRP, you cannot place those special items in your LRP to process later. You have to do it as a process now.
You have to remember, you either have to process it now, or you have to remember to add it in your cart when you're ready to process. Mm-hmm. But it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense because they are very limited items.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then I just wanted to add that for anyone who's building, and if you are trying to find incentives and ways to help other people to get more involved and you want to do promos, I was using my points that I accumulated to give promos. So if I was saying to my people, hey, if you buy 100 PV this month on loyalty, then you'll get a free lemon oil from me, or you'll get a free concentrate cleaner. I'm purchasing it with my promo points. So I'm not actually using my money. I'm using all the free money that I got from my account spending. So that's another way you can do it too. If you're kind of tight on cash and you're trying to get that extra like OV for the month, you can always use your points to buy everyone else's promos, right?
Yeah.
I know that Ashley does that too.
I do the same. Yeah. So that last end of the month, Citrus Bliss, or I don't know citrus oils, you can choose one of the three. I'm using points to get that. I'm not really spending money. I also spend points to get products to give as gifts or to give businesses that I want to do business with. So I hope that helps. You guys like utilizing your points, utilizing the promotions. And not spending a ton of money in your business. Cool. Thanks, guys. That was a big help. There is a leadership retreat coming up in March 26th through 28th. For anyone who wants to go, this is my first year going. You have to be a silver rank or above to go. So anyone who does want to go, you need to hit silver by the end of the month, February. What is leadership retreat? It is a specified, like it's all about business and how to lead, put on by doTERRA. So it's pretty awesome because I went to a convention, doTERRA convention I went last year, but it's open to wholesale customers, wellness advocates. And it's amazing, but it's all about the product, the company, the foundations that they support and how they're sourcing their oils and some scientific, but this is all about leadership, business. So I hope you guys, who's aiming for silver to go to leadership? Yes. Oh, you guys make me so happy. Please come with me. I'm actually really excited. I went to doTERRA convention with my uplines. And so I'd be honored and super excited to bring, my own team to these doTERRA events. Save the date, September 2018, doTERRA convention. I don't know the exact date, but it's usually in September. So, budget-wise, planning-wise, family planning-wise, put this in your calendar. Come to doTERRA convention. I kind of went into it like, kind of scared. Like, am I going to be bored to death going to a 3-day event? But it was amazing. They announced the new products on the first day. You get to all of the founders on the board. They come and they speak about different parts of the company, of business, of the products. And you get to really connect to this company and you cry a lot and it's just amazing. So I really hope that you guys come to convention with me next year. Here's something that doTERRA Facebook posted that I thought was pretty cool. Holiday gift guide. Here's some ideas and ways to spread, start really sharing oils, give as gifts. So ideas for you as a business owner to get your family involved and your friends and how to expose oils to them without like trying to sell it to them or get them to come to one of your classes. Give them a gift. So I actually did this last year. I bought, the introductory kits, the lemon, lavender, and peppermint. They have new packaging now, and I have the old one still, so I'm kind of bummed. They look like this. They're perfect. I gave them to all my aunties and my cousins. It's like $20 wholesale. We can buy it in a pack of 7. Great gift. Shows them you care about them enough to get them into oils, give them like a first sample, plus you're buying it on your account at wholesale price, getting points back, deals. So doTERRA Newbie, they're suggesting this kit. You have a mother-in-law, pamper your mother-in-law with doTERRA Spa products. That's a good idea. Or, sister, cousin, friend. New parents. You have friends that are new parents. Janelle would want some Restful Blend, some Serenity. Which you just mentioned that's the oil that you use this month with your newborn. So that's pretty awesome. So it's good for new parents. I would say it's good for new parents so they can get some sleep, but also their baby sleep so they can sleep. The Athlete, Deep Blue Rub, Children, doTERRA Touch Oils. Okay, thought that was cool. So doTERRA has a Facebook. It's actually, I like it more than their Instagram. So much information on doTERRA Facebook. Oh, was that it? I guess so. Thanks guys for bearing with us. It ran a little longer than I expected, an hour, but the point of this, connect with each other, meet Aiko and me and Naomi, your team leaders, and I hope to have more leaders, and I really hope that you guys like feel inspired and also excited to be part of this team too. We're all real moms, real women, real people struggling in life and using oils and natural solutions. So thanks for coming, and I hope you guys have a good night. I recorded this, so whoever's builders did not make it and want me to send this to them, let me know. I'm going to unmute everybody. If anyone has questions or want to say anything. Hi, we're good. I unmuted you guys. Say hi. Say cheerio.
Thank you. That was super informative. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Appreciate
cool.
it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Good.
So that was really nice.
Sorry,
Cool.
that's my baby.
Yay. I can't wait to meet him. How old is your baby now, Janelle?